brand new video. Today I want to talk about Velodrome finance. Obviously on the channel I've made a ton of videos, actually, probably 35 videos. Obviously on Aerodrome, but Velodrome finance being pretty much its brother or sister, parallel side of the coin to Aerodrome. If you are unaware, Aerodrome finance is a fork of Velodrome, right? Velodrome is the number one DEX on Optimism chain, you can see here, and then Aerodrome is obviously the number one DEX on Base. Okay, so there's reasons, in general. I would say I'm obviously more bullish on Aerodrome just because I think the potential of Base is a little bit larger, right, than Optimism. And if we take a look at TVL, right, between the two chains, right, it's on DeFi Llama. Total value locked all chains. You can see Ethereum, obviously Tron, BSC at the top. Base is right here, right, with 263 protocols and a TVL of 1.5 billion. Aerodrome has 60% of that is on Aerodrome. So 60% of the TVL on Base is on Aerodrome. And then you can see our Optimism is down here at number 12. 884 million TVL. And Velodrome is the number one DEX on Optimism, right? So when we talk about the two, we compare the two. Obviously, I've compared the two, and I've talked about in videos about how I think both can grow together, both can succeed. I think there's room for both to grow together. I think for a while there was a narrative of it had to be one, it couldn't be, it had to be, people were moving their money from Velodrome into Aerodrome and Aerodrome into Velodrome and vice versa, and there's a ton of disconnect between the two, but I think more now as time's moved on and moved forward, I think more and more people are getting the idea that these are two projects, two coins, two dexes on two completely different chains that can, I think, really exceed and hit a bunch of multipliers in the bull run together. But more specifically on Velodrome, right? I've never really made a video talking specifically about Velodrome. 154 holders. On my Aerodrome videos, I get comments, people saying "Oh, you're keeping me bullish on Velodrome as well," because there is a lot of the same, right? There's a lot of crossover, and a lot of the different components and catalysts, obviously, between the two projects. If you just look at the websites, right? The websites are very similar, right? Next generation AMM that combines the best of Curve, Convex, and Uniswap. You go to Aerodrome. Next generation AMM designed to serve Base's central liquidity hub, combining powerful liquidity, right? Aerodrome inherits the latest features from Velodrome V2, Aerodrome NFTs, well to distribute token emissions, etc. And then the main components are very similar as well, right? Stable and volatile trading, low fees, 100% incentives, liquid locked, format of NFTs, pools and incentives, optimizing liquid filio, anti-dilution rebases for voters, etc. And Velodrome, you can see here, same sort of wheel, right, and kind of how the the rewards are designed, and that is something that to me is one of the more bullish catalysts of Aerodrome and Velodrome, is the rewards and the way those rewards are put out. And again, I think people, when you talk about both of these projects, not a lot of people are familiar with Optimism, and even myself, I'm not super familiar with Optimism. I know Optimism is trying to create the super chain, right? The super chain. Even if you go to Velodrome's website, you can see here, Velodrome is a metadex. This is their pinned tweet. Velodrome, a metadex, single unified protocol, unites the best of primitives in DeFi into a single streamlined experience. They're prepared to launch the super chain, look back at the evolution of Velodrome and what it means for the future. And I think DeFi as just a niche, a sector, a narrative of crypto is going to be massive as we do, slowly head into the bull run, right? DeFi, WRA coins, similar coins to what I've been kind of talking about on the channel. But you take a look at this. I'm going to put links to all these articles and everything I'm mentioning in the video in the description of this video. But the metadex, right? Velodrome, the first metadex, single unified protocol that brings everything from DeFi into a single experience, right, under one single roof, the best of DeFi, AMMs, liquid locks, auto voting rewards. So all of these here, same thing. That is an Aerodrome. So really, just to put it in simplest form, if I would be equally as bullish on Velodrome if it was on, say Velodrome was, the number one DEX on Solana or BSC or Tron or Ethereum, or even, Avalanche. It's just I don't know the use case and utility yet. I mean, I'm sure it's strong, and I know it is strong, right? You talk about addresses here, 138,000, um, for optimism, and it is a very, I think as a chain, it's getting bigger and bigger, and more people are, going to be using it and be building on it. But that's just the stark difference, in my opinion, and why I'm just a little more bullish on Aerodrome compared to Velodrome, right? Just because everything that has Base has going on, Coinbase, next 100 million users, etc. Base investing, $100 million into Aerodrome. That's just when I talk about the difference between the two, right? But everything is very similar in regards to that, and I think there's very strong opportunities here to hit multipliers with Velodrome. Obviously, price is down 2.89%. Last 7 days, 7.6%. Last month, it's down 8.5%. Trading volume's down. Market cap sitting at around 108 million. But for Velodrome, I see $1, in my opinion, just to give a rough price prediction. In my opinion, again, not financial advice, I see $1 here for Velodrome probably sometime by the end of the year. I mean, we're talking about just Velodrome with Aero's market cap, right? We're talking about 93 cents at a $600 million market cap. Obviously, Velodrome was launched, I believe, in 2022, which quite a bit ways before Aerodrome was launched, and it was pretty much launched in the peak of the bear market. So it's been a little bit of a higher climb, or steeper climb for Velodrome to develop, things like that, and get known and be put out there, especially it being on optimism. But I think a $600 million market cap is attainable for a Velodrome. That's just Aero's market cap. So, and that's at 93 cents. Obviously, Aero's market cap is down. So I think obviously that would be a nice 5x from the current price. So I think there's bigger multipliers in Aerodrome, in my opinion. But Velodrome definitely has all the tools, all the potential, and all the catalysts to definitely give a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10x. I think in the bull run. So again, let me know in the comments below how you feel about Velodrome. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.